I will never forget the day that one of my participants in my program, she was brand new, and I was asking, what are your goals going to be? She said, I want to wear a tank top, and she jokingly said, because I don't want to fly away in the wind. She went on to share that seriously, while it would be great to look good in a tank top and lose some weight, her real goal was actually to become as strong as she possibly could be because she was about to be a grandmother. And she was worried that she didn't even have enough strength to hold up her grandbaby. She would have to use the side of the sofa armchair in order to prop up her arm. And that was the last thing she wanted to do. She wasn't a complete beginner when she entered my program. She walked, she did some Zumba classes, and she loved Aquafit. She was actually a pretty active retiree, and she wanted to understand why she wasn't getting firm and strong. That's where I came in. My name is Alicia Jones from Alicia Jones Healthy Living, and since 2006, I've helped transform the health and lives of women over 50 through fitness and weight loss strategies. And when we sat down to look at everything she was absolutely doing amazing things for her health, her energy, her bone density, and her body, but she was missing some very valuable pieces. And if this sounds like you, it could be the quality of your workout. Over 50, the quality of your workout matters more than the amount that you do. So whether it is to hold your grandbaby for strength or look good in a tank top without flying away, I'm gonna share 3 simple shifts that you can make to your workout right now. Simple shift number 1 that you can make is leave your ankle weights, your wrist weights, or light weights at home when you do your cardio or your walks. This is something I tend to see with a lot of women who believe that they're really maximizing their time by doing a little bit of weight training while they go on their walks. And I totally understand the logic. Well, if you don't have enough time to do both separately, you can combine them together to maximize your time and get better results, right? But it doesn't work that way. You need to elicit enough demand on muscle that you have to put the weights down. That's really where strength, firm, toned muscles comes in. In other words, ditch the weights when you go for your walk and either do your weight training separately, or you're going to have to figure out how to lift heavy weights in between your cardio sessions. And number 2, focus on full body muscle movements. First of all exercise is good exercise. So if you're doing something, that's great. But again, we're looking to maximize your strength to firm and tone your muscles. And doing little muscle groups like a bicep curl because you want to tone the arm, it is not going to get you the results you're after. Again, I often see this most with busy women. They place a set of weights by their door or on their kitchen counter, and just before they leave their house, they decide to do a set of those bicep curls or overhead extensions in order to tone their arms, firm their arms, because they don't want to fly away, right? But in all seriousness, that's where they want their strength, and so that's the muscle group they work. But it doesn't work that way. If your goal is to become strong overall, firm and toned overall, you've got to hit the bigger muscle groups, because those little muscle groups, one, they're indirectly hit every time you do bigger movements. So you are exercising the small muscle groups anyways, but also because when you hit more lean muscle, you create more strength and tone in more of your body. So if you plan on putting weights by your door or quickly doing a few exercises in order to firm, tone, and create more strength, you are gonna wanna do full body movements. At the end of this video, I'm gonna share the 2 big muscle group exercises I would do if I was really busy and I only had time to do 2 exercises. So if you're doing those little muscle groups, you can swap them out for the big muscle group exercises that I share at the end of this video. And number 3, the simple shift you can make is focus on full range of motion. And if you're thinking to yourself, yeah, I already know that, I do that, I'm fine, listen to this first. Because when participants first start in my program and they ask me to take a look at their form, oftentimes they are still missing out on full range of motion, even when they believe they're doing full range of motion. There are 2 big reasons for this. One, if it's a body weight exercise, women might feel like they do not have enough strength to get all the way down in full range of motion and push all the way back up without falling or face planting. I would much rather you elevate yourself against a surface such as a desk or a wall and do your tricep push-ups there in full range of motion than do something that feels a lot harder for you, but you're not doing full range of motion. Full range of motion matters more because you only create strength in the range of motion that you use. So it is much better to elevate yourself, even if the exercise feels easier at first. Get used to the full range of motion and create the strength, and then you can shift what you're doing. The other big reason that I see people not doing full range of motion is because there's still not a great enough connection between the mind to muscle. That means that while we believe that we're doing perfect form, sometimes that form goes because we've lost connection that gives us that real full range of motion. While I don't agree with this 100% of the time for your workout, you can start at least 1 or 2 times with a mirror in order to watch full range of motion. That way you'll know you're doing it for sure. If you don't have a mirror in your gym, just like I don't here, then you can always record yourself and take a look back at the video to see if your form was perfect. Remember, full range of motion is because you only get stronger in the range of motion you work. Okay, to recap really quickly, the 3 shifts that you can make are: make sure to leave your light weights at home when you're doing your cardio and do your weight training separately. Focus on full body, big muscle movements when you are short on time and you can only do a few movements. And 3, ensure that you're doing full range of motion exercises, either by elevating yourself if the exercise is too hard using body weight, or by using a mirror or video so you can see your form, at least for the first few reps. And if you liked this video and you want to learn more about simple shifts that you can make to your food and fitness formula in order to lose weight, increase your strength, and achieve optimal health over 50, then join my free masterclass. The link is in the description. Oh, and I promised you that video on the 2 exercises that I would do. I've placed that link below. See you next time, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.